Have you ever looked at something so familiar only to discover that it's not quite the way you remember? Like the spelling of a brand or a line from a favorite movie that feels just a bit off? This strange phenomenon, which makes us question our own memories, is called the Mandela Effect. But what if I told you it's not just a coincidence or a memory glitch? Let's dive into this mind-bending theory and explore the evidence that suggests it might be more real than we think. The Mandela Effect gets its name from a surprising fact. Many people distinctly remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison during the 1980s. But as history shows, Mandela was released, went on to become South Africa's president, and passed away in 2013. This collective misremembering puzzled people across the globe. How could so many remember something so vividly, yet be completely wrong? This phenomenon wasn't limited to just Mandela's life. It started to pop up everywhere. From brand logos to movie lines, people started noticing discrepancies between what they remembered and what actually existed. And thus, the term Mandela Effect was born. Let's look at some examples that might make you question your own memory. Do you remember the cereal brand Fruit Loops? Many of us remember it spelled as Fruit Loops, but if you check today, it's spelled with double O's, like fruit. Or the famous line from the movie Star Wars. Some people swear Darth Vader said, "Luke, I am your father." But the real line? "No, I am your father." Mind-blowing, right? From the Monopoly Man's monocle, which he never had, to Pikachu's tail that some remember as black-tipped. The list goes on. Each example feels small, but together they start to paint a bigger picture. So what could be causing these strange collective memory lapses? Some scientists say it's just a case of false memory, where our brains are tricked into believing things that aren't true. When you think about it, our memories are far from perfect. They're more like sketches than photographs, so it's possible we just filled in the gaps. But there's another theory that's even more intriguing. Some believe that the Mandela Effect is a result of parallel universes colliding. In this theory, what we remember might be from an alternate reality that once existed, and somehow we're seeing residual traces of it in our current world. Imagine living in a world where Fruit Loops was once spelled with a U, and somehow those memories have stayed with you despite a shift in reality. Sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? Now, let's talk about the evidence. While no solid scientific proof confirms the Mandela Effect as a glimpse into other universes, certain cases make the concept harder to dismiss. There have been surveys and experiments conducted where large groups of people were shown altered images and asked to identify what looked correct. Astonishingly, many people shared the same false memories. This kind of data suggests that something beyond random memory errors might be at play. Another point of interest is CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. Some theorists believe that high-energy particle collisions, like those at CERN, could potentially affect our perception of reality, even causing shifts between parallel dimensions. While this sounds far-fetched, it's fascinating to consider that scientific experiments might be influencing the very fabric of reality. So, does the Mandela Effect really prove the existence of parallel universes? Or is it simply an elaborate trick of the mind? Scientists and psychologists lean toward false memory and the brain's natural tendency to group similar memories. But for believers, the Mandela Effect offers a thrilling possibility that we might be living in a world that's just one version of countless realities. Next time you see something that doesn't look quite right or remember a detail differently than everyone else, maybe, just maybe, it's a glimpse into an alternate reality. What do you think? Could there be more to the Mandela Effect than meets the eye? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-bending mysteries. Drucifer, where the strange meets reality.